Hello everyone, in this episode of ExcaliburCCGTV, we're taking a look at the new comics for June 12th, 2013. Keep it rolling. Hey, thanks for pressing play. He's Randy, I'm Chris. We really appreciate it. We are talking comics out this week, and I'm looking forward to it because there's some big stuff coming out this week, or at least they want us to think it is. But it's stuff that we're still interested in checking out, nonetheless. Thanks for pressing play. We've surpassed 1,800 views of our videos. It's awesome, and you're to thank for that.
Keep subscribing.
Yes, please keep subscribing.
We love you guys.
You guys make it fun for us. So we love the comments, we love the interaction, and everything. So thanks again. We really appreciate it. And when you're in the shop, let Chris and Randy know that, hey, those guys doing the videos are kind of cool and kind of fun.
That's right. Oh, I think they just noticed something.
What was that?
They're looking. They're looking at my chest.
Check it out. We
Look
got
at
some
that.
swag here.
That's awesome there. And unlike some people, I don't mind if you look at my chest.
Oh,
there you go.
You heard the invitation right there, folks.
As long as I'm wearing this shirt.
Yeah, there you go.
Awesome.
Randy's ready.
All right, let's talk comics.
Dude, okay, let's go ahead and clear the air with what I think are two of the biggest things this week.
Okay, go for it.
And they're both from DC.
DC Comics, right?
Okay, so I'm going to lead off. For me, I'm going to lead off with Batman 0 Year.
Okay, you're going dark there.
I'm going dark. I'm looking forward to Batman issue number 21. This first part of, I think it's going to be an 11-part storyline of Batman 0 Year, not Year Zero.
Correct.
That has been easily confused and mixed up in the press and people talking about it. But it's Batman 0 Year.
Right.
First issue of that hits this week. And Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo are taking a look at Batman in the new DC 52. An origin story along those lines. Nothing that's going to top what Frank Miller did back for year one or anything like that, but kind of a new retooling and retelling in the DC 52 universe.
It's fitting. It's needed. I mean, that one happened how many years ago? You need to have a new retelling here that modernizes this and that within the mythos. So. Yes. It works for me. It should be mentioned. You mentioned that it's 0 Year. Here, it's kind of like, I don't know, Scott Snyder likes to get cute there and do his play on the classic titles, Death of a Family, Death in the Family,
right, exactly.
And different things. So so everybody is kind of familiar with the terminology for the titles here, but not necessarily. Yeah, this one's going to be huge. It's going to cap off a massive year-long event. I don't know where it's going to take us exactly. We're going to probably see the formation of how he developed the outfit, why, what worked with it, what didn't, just different ideas that he was bouncing off the wall. At least that's what I'm hoping to see here.
Yep. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, they haven't been, the creative team hasn't been perfect for me, but has kept Batman very interesting for me, and I've been digging Batman. That's probably my favorite DC comic at this time. So I'm looking forward to it, and I don't know, either Snyder's got some major stones or DC has some major faith in him, because touching hallowed ground like that,
right?
Because everybody thinks of year one. What? That was all the online chat.
Such a great story. But,
exactly. Like, you're going to try to do that? But it's 0 Year. He's going to try to do his own thing and make Batman's origin relevant to what's going on now. What's next for you, bro?
Since you went dark, I'll go with the lighter side of things. The sun, the man who gets powered by the sun.
Yes.
Superman Unchained #1 hits against Scott Snyder. DC loves this guy. And Jim Lee. Had a chance to take a look through it. That art is beautiful. We've got the complicated 4-page unfolds there that is part of the story. It's not just a poster that's in the book. So it's one of those, maybe buy two, one that you don't unfold and one that you do unfold there to read if you're a true collector. But art is gorgeous in this book, and they have some good setups. I thought, oh, they're going to use this villain. Oh, maybe they're not going to use this villain. They're going to go a different direction there. So I'm excited by this. I don't know how long this creative team is going to be on the story. I don't know if it's a 6 to 12 year run. That seems to be Jim Lee's length and time in which he likes to stay on a book here. But people are going to enjoy it as long as these two are on there.
Yeah, I'm hoping for at least 6 issues out of Jim Lee. I really love a year of issues out of Jim Lee, but you know,
don't see why it's not possible.
It is possible, even given his other tasks and stuff that he does for DC and his other roles. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. The stuff that the newer trailers and TV spots that I'm seeing now for Man of Steel, which comes out later this week. Man, it's really exciting. It's really exciting.
That's right. It's a good time to be a Superman fan.
Yeah, exactly. What else?
Or to jump on board.
Exactly. What else for you this week?
Actually, my most exciting comic that's coming out here. I'm excited for Unchained, but the one that tops my list is Gerard Way is bringing out the true lives of the fabulous Killjoys. It finally hits shelves here. Becky Cloonan on art is just going to be way too awesome for me. She's one of my favorites, and you know, as I've said before to you guys, you can just go online. You can find the 2 songs. Na 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 na. That's their song, and the other one is called, I think, Sing, and SING. Those 2 just kind of give you a little background as to who the characters are you're going to be seeing in this in the comic book here.
Okay.
So it's a mini series. If you loved Umbrella Academy, then you're going to love this. If you like the indie style kind of artwork there, Becky Cloonan's top notch when it comes to that. So that is the number one for me that will sit on top of my comic pile this week.
That's cool. Well, the one that's probably going to be third on my comic pile this week.
That's right.
Is going to be Manhattan Projects number 12.
Ooh, yes.
I got a little bit behind, but I'm caught up now with the last issue, and this book is just so good. Even like the slice of life issues, like what last issue was to me, it's just like incredible. It's just incredible.
And this issue is supposed to take, and I'm terrible with the names, the professor with the ears.
Yes.
This will be focusing on him. This
right.
issue will be. So we got to see his buddy, his pal, the radioactive man. Again, I'm terrible with the names.
Me too.
The only one you ever really remember is Oppenheimer. And,
exactly.
But it's okay because all the other characters are so good and well-rounded in this, and you got to see his side of his point of view of things, and they look like they kind of were 2 people who looked at the glass half empty and the glass half full, and you saw one side, now you're going to see the other side with it there. So that's definitely going to be one of the big ones coming out tomorrow. That will be awesome.
Yeah, you got it. If you're not on board Manhattan Project, you've got to give it a chance. The first trade paperback is available of it. There should be number 2.
Yeah, number 2.
I guess both of them are now available.
There's number 2 right
there. There we go. Both, and it's right here waiting for you. You've got to get on board and check it out. It's just fantastic. So that I can't gush any more about it.
Yeah.
So, what's next for you, bro?
Up for me, this book flew off the shelves, was reordered, and flew off the shelves again. People have been coming in saying, man, this was an amazing book. I can't wait to pick up the next issue. Half Past Danger number 2 comes out. Stephen Mooney just absolutely nailed the action, the adventure, and everything in this book. The first issue. Second issue's coming out. People are going to be excited for this, and I can only imagine that more and more people will be picking this up as they hear about it, because he's going to be huge. He's been around in the industry. Mooney has for a while now, but this should just take him to the next level, because it's everything that a fan wants, coming from a guy that has complete and total control over every single aspect of the comic.
Exactly.
Giving, pouring his love into it, and the fans see it and they love it.
Yeah.
So that's high up on my list here.
Cool. Next for me, probably be fourth on the stack, is Thor: God of Thunder number 9. Oh man! Now we've got the Thors together.
All 3 of them.
All 3 of them together to confront Gore the God Butcher. and what Gore has done to these gods, and how he's enslaved them and made them create what they've created. The whole story has been fantastic, awesome, and I've totally loved Assad Ribick's art.
Oh yes.
To tell, I mean, it's just been like the two of them together are like more than the sum of their parts. Jason Aaron and Assad Ribick, they've just been fantastic together.
Absolutely.
I've been loving it. And I want the next story part of it, the next part of the story this week.
Sure.
And I want to find out how we're going to do this.
Well, that's one of those things that you just have to wonder. How is, again, terrible with names, the God Killer, how is he going to stand up against 3 different Thors when the Thor from the past has really put it to him and tested him, and the Thor from the future has held off against him for how long?
Right.
And we've seen a little bit with the Thor from the present, but not as much with his interactions with him. But to get all 3 of them together, it's going to be a pretty epic battle there.
Yeah. And then on their coattails, more than likely the rest of the other gods that have been taken and enslaved and stuff. So I'm looking forward to a huge epic finale to this storyline, which won't be this issue, but the next, if I'm not mistaken. 2, and then
next 2.
But it's building up to something huge, and definitely check out Thor: God of Thunder.
And I can't believe it's taken this long to talk about. That just shows how many awesome comics are coming out this week. Walking Dead number 111 comes out here, and this is supposed to be a big battle here. We have all the major players of all the major different communities that are going to be interacting, I believe. And man, that's one of the best comics on the racks, that you have a story right now that every single issue, it's left me guessing what's going to happen next, because he has not played it out in a fashion where it's like, oh, okay, saw that coming. So he's left it with plenty of intrigue there. That who knows what's going to happen when all these heads of the community clash against each other, or clash against the one big bad one. So
and I love how Robert Kirkman has not been afraid to kill some people.
Yes.
And they're gone. They're dead and they're gone. They're not coming back even as zombies.
Right. No alien race somehow resurrecting somebody. No. I found a Lazarus pit. No, there's none of that. It's you're dead, you're gone.
You're dead, you're gone. So yeah, totally, man. That's consistently. So what else for you?
For me, we have the Wolverine and the X-Men number 31. That is the beginning of the Hellfire saga there. So we have this school that this brand new Hellfire club has somehow put together. They have some great villains there as the head, and you've seen with this last issue there's some surprise teachers at this school. One of them being Paige Guthrie Husk, who you're going, wait a minute, hold on, how's this going on? She's always been one of the perennial good guys over the past decade here from Marvel Comics. So I don't know what's going on. You have it looks like Quentin Quire, one of the greatest X-Men creations in I don't know how long. I love Quentin Quire, and they're taking him, and he's going to have to go undercover here into the Hellfire school there to save some of those students, and to try. You don't know what's going to happen there. Is he legit in that, or is he going to be Kid Omega, who was rebelling against it was Xavier's school at the time, but who knows what's going to go on. But that right there is a big read for me. That's also Jason Aaron, who is awesome, and I believe Nick Bradshaw is jumping back on the book to provide us with some fun art.
Love his art.
Oh yeah,
love his art.
Talk to me. What else coming out for you?
Well, a creative change that I'm looking forward to. Savage Wolverine number 6 hitting shelves this week. The first story arc by Frank Chow was beautiful to look at, but left me wanting. And I'm looking forward to what Zeb Wells and Joe Mad are going to do. I'm just sorry. I'm a big Joe Mad fan. That was my time.
Anybody who read X-Men or
Yeah.
Deadpool or whatever else in the 90s there loves Joe Mad.
I loved Battle Chasers back in
Battle
the day, for
Chasers,
short-lived
yes.
as that was,
That's right.
He did an Ultimates miniseries with Jeff Loeb, years ago. I'm looking forward to what Zeb Wells and what Joe Mad are going to do with the book. I like that Wolverine's going to be teamed up with Elektra.
Right.
I don't know if it's just this one issue or several. I think she's going to be through this first storyline that they do.
Not just Elektra.
I know there's some others, but that's right, Spider-Man. That's right, I forgot. The Superior Spider-Man.
Well, I guess it's the Superior Spider-Man. It doesn't really look like him in the previews that I've seen, but I'm going to assume that it is. This has been a surprising book here because, a lot of people have come into the shop and talked about how they've enjoyed this one more than the regular Wolverine title, which does have a new issue coming out tomorrow. But they've just enjoyed the storyline that's been going on in this a lot more, so it's going to be interesting to see now that Frank Cho's jumping off and you have the new creative team coming on, how does it keep the same standard that a lot of these people have seemed to have enjoyed from it.
Yeah, and the first arc left you with a lot of questions.
Some stuff that's going to be following or overflowing over into some other big stuff going on during the summer here.
But look gorgeous, and I'm expecting it to look great, and I'm expecting Joe Mad to knock it out of the park. Zeb Wells, he's a writer I'm always willing to give a chance with, so here we go.
He's a fun, quirky writer.
Exactly.
We've also got, speaking of Spider-Man, Avenging Spider-Man number 22 comes out, and this right here is worth mentioning because this is going to guest star the Punisher. And in this, you have the Punisher and Spider-Man have never quite seen eye to eye with each other because Punisher likes to kill people, Spider-Man likes to save people. Doesn't really mesh well together, but we're not dealing with Peter Parker Spider-Man here.
Right.
We're dealing with the Superior Spider-Man, Doc Ock. So, are these guys on the same page? It kind of seems so if you saw what Spider-Man did to Massacre.
Exactly.
So this one is worth checking out here just because it's going to be a different dynamic than what you usually see with these two characters.
And that's what I'm really looking forward to more of from Superior Spider-Man is him gelling and meshing with the rest of the Marvel U as he is now.
Correct.
And I want to see this little team up here of Superior Spider-Man and Punisher.
Yes.
So, another one that I'm going to give a chance to this week is Thumbprint number 1. Writer Joe Hill is putting this out. Story of a lady in the military coming home from Abu Ghraib and some actions that she's done there, trying to rebuild her life. I saw some preview pages online, and they really sold me on it. Just in the 4 or 5 preview pages of what I read, I was like, I want to know more about what's going to go on with her. I want to see what this is. So I'm going to be checking that out this week.
Right. And I'm surprised again with so many books coming out here and so many good books coming out here that we haven't mentioned it. We have Green Lantern Corps coming out, number 21 coming out, which is going to be not Fialco on there, but Venditti is going to be on the writer on that one, and we have the perennial Bernard Chang, always on something from DC Comics here. So we have the two of them coming out. This is going to be one that focuses on John Stewart.
Yeah.
So John Stewart is now in charge of training the Corps. They ousted, I guess, Kilowog, or maybe Kilowog stepped down, and so we have Stewart doing this. So we're gonna see what happens there. Should be fun. It's new creative team, new outlook on things here, and the one thing that I know that won't happen here is they're not going to kill John Stewart.
John Stewart lives.
He is going to stay.
But for all of you Green Lantern fans, the Green Lanterns are hip deep, facing an entirely new foe they've never faced before, in the form of this new villain called Relic.
Right.
And he seems like he's going to give them a lot of trouble from what I've read from the writers and interviews and stuff. He has the sole purpose of eradicating the Lanterns, period. So it's for all of you Green Lantern fans, I hope you enjoy, because there's some big changes coming up with this villain that's leading up to other things later on this year.
Works for me.
What else for you?
I've got a couple here. Real quickly worth mentioning. Suicide Squad number 21. Alice Cott jumped on board last issue and gave us some craziness, gave us some characters we weren't expecting to see appear there. And this has been kind of compared to some of the other Grant Morrison of old DC Comics when he took over, like the Doom Patrol and Animal Man, different things like that. So it's kind of a darker story while still being an action story within the DC universe. I'm kind of thinking it's along the lines of what they've done with Swamp Thing and Animal Man here, with giving it kind of a heavier, sophisticated, darker look to it, but still having it accessible to the main DC universe to play with there. So that's one of my big ones. The other one that I need to point out, we have kind of a twofer here with Deadpool this week. We have Deadpool number 11 coming out, which is going to be the wrap-up of their current story arc there. All sorts of craziness, zaniness, this contract that he has here, he's got to deal with. Did he do it correctly, or what are the repercussions of the contract? But the other, that's the one punch. The other punch there is Deadpool Illustrated trade paperback is coming out.
Oh, okay, good.
And people loved the, a lot of people missed out on the Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, and they were picking up that trade paperback like crazy to check out this awesome story. Here's your chance, if you missed the Illustrated miniseries, to pick up that trade paperback and check that one out.
Cool.
So, talk to me. Anything else for you?
Man, that really wraps it up for me.
Well, I should give one more shout out here. We do have Guardians of the Galaxy number 3 coming out, and so that's if it's McNiven's art, then it's McNiven's art, which is awesome. If it's Chelly, or however you say her name, her art's awesome also. Yes. So I'll take either one. Let's keep it rolling here with the awesomeness that big bad space adventure, lots of explosions, lots of I am Groot, lots of don't call me raccoon, lots of green guy, green babe, whatever there. It's all good. I've enjoyed it. I want to see more.
Speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, some new movie news surfaced this past week about Guardians of the Galaxy, and about Doctor Who alumni Karen Gillan.
That's right, Amy Pond.
The lady who played Amy Pond, Karen Gillan, is supposed to be playing.
Well, we don't. That's still rumor. It's not confirmed, but it's yeah. You can mention who it's rumored to be. That's fine.
It's pretty solid lead. It looks like Karen Gillan is going to be playing Angela in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie that's going to be coming out in 2014. So,
yeah.
A little aside there, I thought that was very interesting because I enjoyed her in Doctor Who, and I was wondering what else she was moving on to.
Well,
but
if you're going to say that, I've also seen the one of the big forerunners there for who Benicio del Toro might be is the Collector, which would put him as being in multiple movies.
Exactly.
So that would be definitely a cool one to see with that. If either one of those pan out, they're going to be both very cool.
Just some little fun little rumors at this point. I really don't think anything's been officially confirmed, but anyway, that's what I had to. I just had to. It was on top of my head, and I couldn't keep it in.
Geek on.
I'm getting my geek on, baby. That wraps it up for me for this week, man. What about you?
Yeah, me as well. I think we should point out here, we're going to be coming to you guys a little earlier here in the week, just so that you guys have a better idea of what's coming out. So tune in. Don't just look for us on Monday. Tune in for us maybe a little bit earlier here in future episodes. You definitely want to check us out, and we're giving you more time to see what it is that's coming out here, so that you have more time to check with Chris and Excalibur Comics, or whoever else it is in whatever city it is that you're watching from.
Exactly.
There. So I just want to point that out to you guys, because it's I think that's an important move that we're making here.
Definitely. And guys, that's it for this week. It's a nice week. Got a big week from DC especially. So make sure and get the stuff that is most interesting to you, whether we talked about it or not. Be proactive in what you want to get. He's Randy. I'm Chris. We're here at Excalibur Comics Cards and Games here in Shreveport, Louisiana. Go get some great comics this week. Whether you come here or you're out of state, we have many viewers now on YouTube and stuff. Get some great comics. Pre-order. Make that your best comic book friend. Get some great stuff, and let us know what you think about the stuff that hit this week. Whether you liked it, tell us what you thought about it. We want to hear back from you about what was great for you this week. And that's really it. If we entertained you or informed you, press that like button below, subscribe to our channel, hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, and check out the website, www.ExcaliburCCG.com. Make sure you get on our mailing list as well. And that's it for this week.
That's it.
Hey, thanks. Until next time.
See ya.
Take it easy.